Guys, it's so good. You probably already know that, but it's just extraordinary.
Taylor Swift was definitely in the lavender haze over Lana Del Rey's new album, Did You Know? There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard, when she stopped her show in Las Vegas last night to sing its praises. Now, we already knew that Taylor was a Lana superfan.
Lana Del Rey, in my opinion, is one of the best musical artists ever. The fact that I get to exist at the same time as her is an honor and a privilege.
I just think she's the best that we have, and so I think we need to make it a priority as a group to stream, buy, support this album and this artist, because...
Well, clearly the Swifties and the public were way ahead of Taylor, because Taylor didn't say that on stage till about 10 p.m. local time in Las Vegas last night on Lana's release day. So it was already Saturday on the East Coast, and Lana had her biggest numbers ever on Spotify on Friday, the release day. The album had the biggest debut of her career on Spotify with 18.3 million streams yesterday, and she had her biggest streaming day ever with 34 million streams.
She knows I'm obsessed with her, and she was kind enough to make a song with me on Midnights called Snow on the Beach.
While Taylor doesn't feature on Lana's album, Lana still has several collaborators on the collection, including Father John Misty and Jon Batiste, who you can hear a little bit of in Lana's unconventional music video for Candy Necklace. John posted him performing some of the piano movements from the song on Instagram late last night. The album also features Bleachers, which includes Jack Antonoff, who co-produced both Taylor's Midnights album and Lana's latest. Yesterday, Jack shared a throwback pic of Lana from the first time they got together in studio, and he wrote, "I love you, Lana, and I love our time together. Tunnel is the third album I've made with you, and it's just too overwhelming to describe how much our work together means to me. And truthfully, only God knows where it comes from, because we just F around until things like A&W fly out. To everyone listening, have a great time with Tunnel today. We freaked ourselves out on some of these songs, so enjoy it." Well, so far, critics are clearly enjoying it. Pitchfork gave it 8.3 out of 10, and listen to the byline. The singer-songwriter's ninth album arrives as the sweeping, sterling, often confounding work of self-mythology and psycho-Americana. Lana's in the zone. Rolling Stone said that it's Lana's most soul-searching album yet, adding, "She spends her ninth LP taking a close look at herself and reminds us she's in a creative class all her own." Lana clearly saw Variety's review where they call it a riveting emotional tour de force because she put a link to it in her bio line on Instagram. Slant did give it a mixed review, saying, "The album feels more like a placeholder in the singer's discography than an audacious new chapter." I can't possibly give a snap grade to this album. I've only listened to it once so far, because Lana's albums are quite an undertaking to listen to. They're a lot. They're always beautiful, but they're dense and exhausting in a good way. So yeah, they do require some time to really digest.
I like the start of it.
I do love the gospel feel of the first two tracks, the Grants and the title track. Kintsugi and Fingertips stood out as weak tracks to me, the weakest at least on the album. But yeah, I'm gonna need some time, a few more listens, at least a few more days to come up with a grade for this. But yeah, what's your initial thoughts on Lana's latest? Did you know there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard?